What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Foxbody Garage. Okay, the Reef Blue Mustang interior and moldings have been installed, and we tuned up the timing. We checked the timing on the car, and we put plugs, cap, rotor, and all that stuff. Car runs and drives primo, despite of the second gear grind. The transmission, I guess the second gear synchros. When you go from first to second, it goes, all the other gears are good and working functionally properly. So with that said, I'm debating if we should do a T5 rebuild. And I guess I'll show you and do a how-to. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested. There's plenty of videos out there. I believe there's a guy, Gearbox. There's another guy, Junkyard Dog. There's a guy out there that sells a video called Bad Shoe Production. I used his video one time before for a C6 rebuild on a 1966 Mustang with a C6 transmission. And I bought his video and I followed it, and the transmission worked perfect. I'll be honest with you, I was very surprised. All my friends, which you probably see them in all the videos, my man Peter, Uncle Mackie, they said that the transmission would never shift and I was wasting my time, and they all tried it and it never worked. But lucky for Bad Shoe Productions video, I followed it to the letter and the transmission shifted perfect. Never had a problem with it. I had the car for like 2 years and then I sold it. And the gentleman, like 3 years later, calls me up and he's like, "Oh, just calling you to say hi. The car runs perfect still." And I did a full 289 rebuild motor. I rebuilt the tranny. I did a full interior. I did a complete restoration. Basically the same thing like this Reef Blue car. I mean, we basically did everything. We painted the car. We rebuilt the motor. And we did all the fuel system, the fuel pump. The only thing I didn't do is the brakes. This car still has 4-cylinder brakes on it. I had other Mustangs with 4-cylinder brakes on it. Yeah, you know, you get one good pump out of it, and then it's, oh, damn, oh, shit, oh, shit. But that was fun back in the day. So I don't know if I'm going to do an 8-cylinder conversion for the brakes, put disc brakes all around, or just rebuild the stock brakes to, you know, 4-cylinder brakes, redo them all. Brake calibers, rotors, lines, all that stuff, and just call it good enough. This car is, you know, it's a stock bottom end. It's got an intake. It's got ported heads, stock injectors, stock mass air meter. You know, it has a decent exhaust on it. So it's just going to be a driver. If I want to go fast, I got my black car. Car makes 800 to the tire. And, you know, I can always jump in that. I mean, okay, it's not a street car. It does run on 116 octane gas. But it does have an AOD in it. I'm sorry. It's an AOD E. It's built by Freddie Brown. It has 373 gears in it. So I could drive the car on the street if I wanted to, but, you know, that's the whole reason why I built this Reef Blue car. So I have a car to drive around, street car. Maybe down the road, if anything, I might just strap on like a little baby S trim or an A trim and call it a day. That's it. I'm not going crazy. Every car I own or build, it starts out like this and then winds up into a race car where I can't get no use out of it and I don't drive it. So that was the whole purpose of the Reef Blue Mustang. So it was originally a 4-cylinder car converted to a V8. I did a heavenly ported head. I ported and polished the heads myself. The car runs good. I don't know if porting the heads helped or hurt. I don't know. But the car runs good, idles good, starts good, goes through the gears good despite the grind in second gear. It still has the 4-cylinder fuel pump in it. And I have no issues so far. Cross our fingers, we'll keep driving it. I believe Tuesday will be a day I'm taking it for an hour ride. I'm going to my old stomping grounds, which is Queens. A buddy of mine does meticulous TIG work. He is the TIG master. He does TIG like porn. The gentleman who I brought the car to a couple of days ago to do the exhaust for me, he MIG'd it, which wasn't a problem. I wouldn't have cared, but he MIG'd to my stainless steel shiny pipes. Let me show you what that looks like. And I just couldn't have it. My stomach was turning. I wasn't happy about it. So I went and bought new tailpipes just for this reason. I don't know, call me crazy, you'll never see it, whatever, but I couldn't have it. I couldn't have it like that, guys. It was driving me nuts. Look at this catastrophe. I don't know if you guys could see it. You see what he did there? Look at that. Look at that. That's a brand new American Thunder catback system. Brand new, out of the box. I didn't even open the box. I bring it to the guy and he said, yeah, I'll take care of it. And when I picked up the car, this is what I found. So I couldn't leave it like that. Sorry. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So I went and bought brand new tailpipes. The only good thing is that the guy who did that actually gave me my money back and paid for the tailpipes. So he was an honest guy, but if he was going to do work like that, he should have told me. That shit was disgusting, as you can see. So that's the story. That's where we're up to right now. I'll give you guys a quick overview. We put the side moldings in, and we put the interior. The car is still filthy. It's going to get complete detailed and polished and shampooed inside, and that's it. What you see is what you get after that. Is the car perfect? No. The car is not perfect. It looks perfect on camera, but it's not perfect. I mean, the paint work came out good and everything, but, you know, there's still some things like the K-member. It's a 4-cylinder K-member. It's, you know, still, you know, got some rust on it. I got to get under there and clean it or whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to bother. We'll see. But other than that, I'm pleased. I'm very happy with the car. And now I have a car that I could drive around, hang out, go to the cruise spots and stuff like that. You know, if the car makes 275, 300 horse, I'm more than happy. Or if it bangs gears first, second, and chirps third. Back in the day, that was the big thing. Back in the day, growing up, if you had a car and you could chirp third gear, you were the man. Back in 1990. And then, you know, came the Vortec blower and this and that, and then I put a 349 cubic inch in the black car, and then I took that out and I put a 408 inch motor in the black car, solid roller with a YSR Vortec supercharger, and the car made 830 to the wheel with only 12 pounds of boost. So we could probably spin that blower to like 25 pounds and make some, you know, I guess the car should make another 100 horsepower, but that's a track car. We're looking for a street car to cruise around, and that was the purpose of the Reef Blue Mustang. So for you guys who are my age, 45 and up, and you were brought up or around the era of the Foxbody when it first came out, you know where we're at. You know what I'm talking about. For all the newbies who are coming around with the Foxbodies and just getting into it, good for you, man. They're great little cars. There's a lot of aftermarket, and there's a ton of information out there now. Back in the day when I did this, there was no information. There was no nothing. Back in the day, it was an EPEC standalone I had in my car. It was the first standalone for the Mustang or anything. There was no Harley, there was no Haltech, there was no Fuel Tech. It was an EPEC system, straight from Ford. I had that in my car. Before that, there was the RPM extender that would let you rev the car all the way up to like 65 if you wanted to. That was the first of the first. Then they came out with the EPEC system, and I got that, and I ran that in the black car. So back in the day, you know, that's why they used to call me Stroker, because I built all the Stroker motors. I used to take the 302s out, put 347s in it. There was no 331 back then. It was either 302, 347, and Lunati had a kit was 349 cubic inch. It was just a little different. They called it a 349, which was a really nice kit back then. And that's what we ran. And I built probably, 10, 12 cars in the neighborhood and motors and all that stuff back in 1990. So anyway, I'm rambling. So let me get right into this. Let me show you what the moldings and the interior put all back together. Let me know what you guys think, what we should do next. Should we do the 4-cylinder brakes all over? Should we do the 5-lug conversion? I mean, be honest with you, yeah, the 5-lug is cool. It gives you a lot of wheel options. I'm not a wheel guy. I'm not a fancy guy. I'd rather have power. I'd rather spend the money and make power and leave the 4-lug than put 5 lugs. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. So without me rambling anymore, let me give you a quick view of the moldings. They're all glued on and screwed in, and the interior is all put back together. Here we go. There it is. How's it look? I think they came out nice, man. The car came out clean, boy. Right there. They're all nice. They're sitting nice on both sides. And there's the interior. Like I said, the car is dirty. We just went through a complete paint and restoration or makeover or whatever you want to call it. But the car is all back together, guys. Seats got no rips. It's a pretty clean car. That's why is it perfect? No. But for what I wanted it for, it's exactly what I needed. All right, guys. So that's today's video. Sorry I didn't video it as I was doing it. It's a lot of work videoing and doing the work, especially today. I was alone most of the day. My daughter came and helped, as usual. She's a doll. So, with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. Maybe I could get some more subscribers and some views, and we could get this channel moving up a little bit. It helps out. Maybe one day I'll hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Right now we're at like 224, 225 or something. So if I could get to 300, that would be great. I'd be happy. I'll be honest with you. I'm really working hard at it, I guess. The only thing is I'm not really good with the camera work, and I'm not really good with the editing and stuff like that. But here's the car. Pretty much complete. Next video, we're going to get a drive video. The car still does have the one-legger, the 7.5 rear end in it. We're probably going to get to that soon. First, we're going to do the brakes. I don't know yet. We got to figure this out. We got to really sit down and think about it and try to be as budget-minded and smart as possible so we don't spend money for nothing. All right, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. And all that jazz. Have a great day. Better tomorrow. Until the next time, guys. Peace.